The Japanese say, man take drink, drink take drink, drink take man. That's a very wise analysis of sin. It says, first of all, the man takes the drink, and then the drink demands more drink when it gets in him. So the drink takes the drink. And then finally the man can't control it, and the drink takes the man. All right, come back to Proverbs in verse 31. Now here's his warning. Boy, you talk about a teetotaler. He said, don't even look at it. How's that for getting rid of it? Look not thou upon the wine when it is red, when it giveth his color in the cup, when it moveth itself aright, it's getting fermented. At the last, you get the bottom of the cup, it bites like a serpent. There's Genesis come back in again somewhere. And it stingeth like an adder. That's a poison serpent. And when I preached that in the prodigal son, I preached there are two cups you can take. You can take the cup of devils, you can take the cup of the Lord. And they're mentioned in Corinthians. And the way they are is one looks good and gets worse, and one looks bad and gets better. Now you take the cup of the devil and look at that thing like that, and it shines and flashes and bubbles, and the heels click, and the music plays, and the swish and swirling of the great life, and there it is, and boy, you say, man, I want me some of that. You take a shot. You say, this is all right. You take a little bit more, and you say, this stuff's good. A little bit later you say, this stuff isn't quite as good as I thought it was. A little bit later you say, this stuff is bad for me. A little bit later you say, I got to quit this stuff. And you get a little bit later and you can't quit the stuff. From the bottom it bites like a serpent and it stings like an adder. I mean, poison you from head to foot. Now you take the cup of the Lord and call upon the name of the Lord. That's the Old Testament. I'll take the cup of the Lord. Now the Catholics, that's their mass, their mess. But that's what we're talking about. We're talking about the real thing. You take the cup of the Lord there, the cup of salvation, whosoever will, let him take of the water of life freely and that kind of thing. All right, you hold up the cup of the Lord like that and you look at that thing and you say, man, what is that? You take a taste, that's repentance, and you say, this stuff's killing me. And I better go ahead. And you take another one like that, and then you take another one like that, and you say, this stuff isn't as bad as I thought it was. A little bit later you get a bit more, and so this stuff's getting better and better and better all the time, boy. And you get down to the bottom of that cup, and then it springs up into everlasting life. Now that's the difference in two cups. I mean, one of them tastes good and gets bad, one of them tastes bad and gets good.